Trump is the only person that I know that can win even when he's losing. I mean, the luck that this man has. Even when he lost the election to his followers, he won. So he won there. And when he lost the trial, he raised $54 million that same day. Do you know how insane that is? And it gets even better for Trump. Of course, because why wouldn't it? Now, not only did he raise this $54 million after the trial, but this might be the mistrial of the century. Because, you see, one of the jurors decided to blab their mouth about the case to their family members, which you're not supposed to do, and their family members started talking crap online. Now, a lot of you Trump supporters before got on the hate train when I made the video about his trial saying, I don't like Trump, because a lot of you drew conclusions without reaching the end of the video, which does not look too good for you MAGA people. But I don't hate Trump. I don't know him. I grew up with Trump and I think he's hilarious, just like I think this story is hilarious. He literally he might get, let's jump in. He might get off. And what's even great is I didn't even have to do research for this video because Benny Johnson already did it. Yay. So let's see the information that's gathered about this juror who opened their mouth too early. His Lucky Charms prior Melania. What the hell is this? Am I on the right video? Yeah. Benny Johnson. That's the video I was looking at. Oh my God, this is loud. Hold on. Jesus. Oh my God.
Eyes boy Benny, breaking news right this second. That is
Okay. Whoa. 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 Sorry, y'all. We're going to get into the video. I just want to say, Benny, that is a lot of energy. And I'm glad you have it because you just gave me some. But that intro was intense, bro.
the world. Democrats have gotten their jolly rocks off over the last week, calling Donald Trump a convicted felon.
They really have. They really have. Not for nothing. I'm independent. I don't. You know my saying. Two wings, one bird. I don't care about the Republicans or the Democrats. They're both just as shitty. One is just as shitty as the other. Everyone's in it for their own thing. So, whatever. I'm not really politically biased. I have Republican friends and Democrat friends, which actually hate each other, which is such a weird time to live in. But whatever. I will say Democrats have been getting their jollies off on the ruination of a former president, which I'm that's disgusting to me. I feel like any president going through this is a bad look on our country as a whole. And to be completely fair, Trump is not the only one who deserves to have gone on trial. The Biden family's a disaster. The Clinton family's a disaster. I said it before in the other video. Bill Clinton got his dick sucked in the White House. Okay, I don't want to hear. What Trump did was also crazy with Stormy, but the other presidents have been just as ridiculous, if not worse. So the vitriol is just—it's just because they don't like him. It's like a whole whatever. Let's go in.
7 days ago in New York.
The Republicans are also crazy, though. Simmer down. The president
really
he was crazy.
A guilty conviction. Holy cannoli.
Wait, this is Benny here.
Check this out.
Okay.
In a letter to both sides of the case, Judge Juan Merchan, right here, verified, the Court of Claims, says that there has been a massive problem, a huge breach of the jury ethics may have occurred, and it may be grounds for throwing out the entire trial.
It's going to be a mistrial, yes, because the cousin of the juror, that's what it is. My cousin is a juror and says Trump is getting convicted. Thank you, folks, for all your hard work. First of all, oh my God. How do people not know how this works? Have you never been to jury duty? Also, what is it with all of the right-leaning people and having that weird rasp in their voice when they talk? I mean, it's kind of cool. Except for Ben Shapiro. He talks like this.
Together. Check this out. Dear counsel,
But
today the court is aware.
This guy, his voice reminds me of Will Arnett. That's who it reminds me of. Sorry.
Comment that was posted on a United States Court System's public Facebook page, which I am now bringing to your attention. The comment, the user Michael Anderson states, "My cousin is a juror and says Trump is getting convicted. Thank you, folks, for all your hard work."
Crazy.
The comment, now labeled as 1 week old, responded to the notice of the oral arguments. This comment was made before the guilty conviction and can be viewable here. Juan Merchan sends letter saying effectively, if this proves
effectively, that is a mistrial. If it proves what, bro, if this was posted before the trial ended, Trump's free. Not that he was gonna get put in jail. That would have been really bad optics for the country.
The jury was leaking the verdict to their family and friends before the verdict happened. This, of course, would be grounds for a mistrial and for Donald Trump to be set free and for there to be a complete and total overturning.
Set free? He's not anywhere, Benny.
This conviction. Wow. Check this out.
Folks,
I just love Benny saying he's going to be set free as if Trump's not at home chilling.
Breaking news on the Trump verdict out of the rotten apple. A New York Supreme Court.
Did he just call it the rotten apple? What an asshole.
Has just notified, or the New York Supreme Court has just notified Judge Juan Merchan that someone identifying themselves as the cousin of one of the jurors posted to the court's Facebook page that Trump was going to be found guilty. This happened one day before the verdict was announced.
And this is not just on the cousin. It's also on the juror. You shouldn't be talking about the case to your friends or family. That's the whole point of jury duty. Like, what is going on with America? We have Joe Biden is a disaster. Donald Trump is a disaster. And all of the people are also disasters. We can't have everyone be a disaster. Shit. Do your job.
And what it means about Trump's case.
Holy moly. Okay, to say that this is a bombshell that has cracked the core of the internet would be to be putting it lightly. Juan Merchan notifies parties in New York case, Facebook comment, boasting of the conviction of Trump before the verdict. Even libs are saying, oh no, Kyle Cheney over here, saying
Justice Merchan. Oh,
this is...
Wait, he's not going to read it?
Oh no.
Justice Merchan has notified the parties in Trump's case that a straight comment was posted in New York court system's Facebook page May 29th, a day before Trump's conviction. That's
over here.
It was on the court page. Bruh, you can't be that stupid.
This is pretty bad. Apparently, doing this would be a violation of an enormous amount of grounds of conduct.
Yes.
This could substantiate juror misconduct and be grounds for a mistrial to throw out the entire trial and its results altogether.
Not that I agree. Again, yes, I don't hate Trump like most left, whatever the hell, right? But I also do think that he has done some shit, and this trial was the door opening to say, hey, we can try anyone, and maybe even go back and try some of the former people in charge. But this is just insane all around. I'm sorry, my mind is everywhere. I can't believe someone was stupid enough to post this. But what I want to see the most is Trump's reaction, because I know he's gonna do something funny, like that stupid little dance he does. It's like my favorite thing. Between him doing that and then Biden memeing with the turn and smile. God, they're like fucking cartoon characters.
Breaking news rip-roaring across the internet. Judge in the Trump trial case notified parties of online comment claiming juror foreknowledge of conviction. The prosecutors flagged another juror linked to past corruption investigation. Juan Merchan has reprimanded the press for revealing too much information to the jurors. The integrity of the trial is now in question. Is it time for a mistrial?
Well, it's not their fault that they release information about the jurors. It's the jurors' fault for not doing their job the way that they're supposed to. I've been on jury duty. You're not going to see me here speaking about... Oh my God, people are so stupid. You don't tell your family anything. You don't tell anyone, not your friends, not your family, nobody, until after the trial is over.
Prejudice.
And even then, there's still some
Wow.
stuff you
This
keep
is
back.
incredible. Trump mistrial now is what is trending across the internet. Dan Bongino
Damn
saying
right.
this farce of a trial just got even more
right.
Soviet. Show me the man, I'll show you the crime. Phil Holloway, legal expert, who's following very closely the case in Georgia. Oh, looks like there was juror misconduct in the Trump trial. We knew that these jurors would not be able to avoid telling their friends and relatives that they were going to go get Trump.
And
This
I
is time for
found
a
it
mistrial.
strange. I do find it strange because it's a jury of your peers, but then it's like they have to have no prior, not knowledge, but they don't have to have a bias towards you. And it's like it was the former president of the United States. How do you not know who that is? And so if we're gonna do something like this, I don't know if they did this. Correct me if I'm wrong, or if they did do it and I'm here talking shit, but they should have had half the jurors be Republican and the other half be Democrat, so that it's fair. So that we know it's going to probably be somewhere split down the middle, but if we convince the Republicans, then it's like, oh, if we convince the Democrats, I don't know. I feel like there could have been a lot more fairness. And then, of course, they had prejudice and they had a predetermined verdict in their mind if they don't like the dude, which is, uh, whatever.
Prejudice and no retrial. Wow. Apparently, this comment was Russian disinformation. Okay.
Wait, what comment was Russian disinformation?
Apparently,
Ricky, that's Richard sends letter to. What? Chef?
This comment was Russian disinformation. Okay.
Oh, please. It would have already been flagged
judge has notified all
by
parties.
community notes.
The New York law, the verdict needs to be nullified and a new trial held, or a mistrial with no new trial. Take your felony conviction and shove it. New York judge.
I would say, considering that none of our previous presidents have dealt with this, and some of them have done worse, even committed war crimes, I would say mistrial with no new trial, but like set it as a warning. Like, look, it don't matter what level you're at, we can come after you. But if we're going to do that, we need to come after everyone equally because the Democrats aren't innocent. They're just as guilty as the Republicans and half the shit that they do. Like I said, two wings, one bread. I don't know how you people are so radicalized. You think, oh, I'm a Democrat. Oh, I'm a Republican. Oh, I'm liberal. They don't give a shit about you. None of them. Y'all need to wake up.
Sean has put both parties on notice.
Especially not Trump. Trump gives a shit about one person. Him.
Cousin is a juror, and he said Trump is being convicted. This is big trouble, says Greta Van Susteren, as she holds up.
How are they getting the printout? Oh, they just printed it. Just printed out.
From both sides from the judge. Wow.
Wait, that was her note?
So, a person claiming to be the cousin of a juror, you'd have to assume, the way.
No offense, Benny, but we get the point.
If this person wasn't a cousin of a juror, or if this was just a troll, you'd have to actually, you need to search, but it really wouldn't be hard. And you'd have to assume that the judge has already done that search, right?
Yes.
A lot of
I was going to say it's very possible, but I would assume that a judge would do an investigation before sending this notice out and putting the whole trial on the line.
A lot of sock accounts, right? And a lot of anons on the internet. You'd have to assume that they can just.
Oh my God, that also means that if it gets a mistrial, Trump raised that $54 million on that guilty verdict. Now he's innocent. He's going to put that shit in his pocket.
And
that man is brilliant. Crazy, but brilliant.
Right? They know all these people's social media. They ask them about their social media when they're doing jury investigations and interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook page getting convicted. If this is confirmed, it would likely be a mistrial. This is a Friday news dump to remember. Mistrial, says Mike Davis, obviously one of our favorite attorneys.
I was going to say,
this would be the juror's handbook serving in the United States District Court. The juror's handbook effectively points to what should happen in a situation like this. Jurors may not talk about the case with others not on the jury, even their spouses, families.
Correct.
Must not read about the case in newspapers. They should avoid
you're supposed to avoid you're supposed to avoid social media, avoid television, avoid the news. You're supposed to be a hermit if you're a juror while the trial is going. And as a reward you get paid, not a lot, by the court, but you also, most jobs get paid for just for being like, when I worked at Apple and I had jury duty, I would get paid from the court plus my salary. I would still get it as if I was clocking in a whole day at work because they knew I couldn't do anything else before or after, couldn't go to work, couldn't talk about it, couldn't use social media. I was just bored out of my mind in my room. So they're like, here's some money, go shopping or something.
In the case, the jury's verdict must be based on nothing but the evidence presented in the court, and they may not talk to others or tell them what is going on.
Correct.
It's also like betting markets on things like this, and this is like considered inside information. I mean, there's so many reasons to not do this.
But there should not be betting markets on. There are, but there should not. That is absurd. This is not a fucking sport. It's court.
Obviously, upholding the integrity of the court system would be chiefly among them. Mistrial says cat turd, the jury was rigged, and then they got busted. The convicted felon about to get unconvicted. Whew, baby. Judge Juan Merchan sent a letter to both parties in the New York.
I hate goodness. And I know the right wing came from you last time. Now the left wing is going to come for me. I don't really give a shit. I hate that the entire left, like every news station, all the Democrats, convicted felon, convicted felon, convicted felon, convicted felon, convicted felon. Okay, we got it. We understood what happened in the trial. Like, stop. They're pushing the narrative, but also they're just making America look so shitty. How can you sit there and proudly talk about how a former president of the United States of America is a convicted felon? Like, get out of here. And then act like it's like some major scandal, when again, other presidents have had ridiculous scandals, some even worse.
Telling them about
not that Trump should be president because he's a reality TV personality and a fucking real estate mogul, not a president. But then again, Biden is like already dead, so it said he's a ghost running the country, so whatever.
A comment made
at this point, who gives a shit, right?
Comment saying effectively that the jurors were leaking again. We're leaking the results of the trial ahead of the actual conviction. Now,
what is that picture?
Is trending throughout the United States of America.
It was a mistrial, the worst trial.
Mistrial is now the number 7, soon to be number 1 thing trending throughout the country.
Oh, yeah, Benny?
Ooh, baby.
I believe in you, Benny. I mean, you have the energy to make a trend.
Could this be a good thing or a really bad thing? Well, it could be a good thing because it would mean, were this to be an actual mistrial, and if the judge is sending a letter to both parties on this, then presumably they've already likely going to be,
yeah.
If the judge is sending a letter, then it means they've already effectively thought through this and said this is legitimate. You'd have to assume, right? Now, how could this be a good thing? If the judge says, all right, we're not going to retry this thing. I am a biased judge. I've donated to Democrats. My daughter works for Democrats. And
you think, Penny, I know you just want to get a dig in at the judge, but you think the judge is going to sit there and say that? One more time. What's the judge going to say?
I am a biased judge. I've donated to Democrats. My daughter works for Democrats.
Yeah.
And we're inside of New York, which is going to be a jury pool that's already going to be rigged against you. So we're not gonna retry this thing. We're just gonna be done. We're gonna wash our hands of this. Or 2, the judge says, yeah, this is a mistrial. We're gonna retry the whole thing.
Oh God.
So we already know our playbook.
Either way, and here's the thing, and this is what I said. His luck is incredible. Either way, Trump wins. Like what people don't realize is that Trump won by losing, and he would have won by winning. He is spin. He knows that all publicity is good publicity. There's no such thing as bad publicity. And being in the line of work that he's been in for so long and the things that he's done, he knows how to spin any bit of publicity. So of course he's gonna spin his loss as a win. This mistrial. If they don't try again, he's going to spin it as a win. Oh, see, it was all fake. Oh, it was all sham. He's going to do his whole thing, right? If they do try him again, there's going to be all eyes on him, all cameras on him, all news about him all over again. So he's going to be all over the damn news. This is a master class in how to use all of your publicity, even the negative publicity. That man's crazy, but he's brilliant.
We already have our
a little
playbook.
dangerous.
We're going to bring Donald Trump back to New York, back to these dingy, fluorescently lit courthouses for another 5 weeks. We're going to keep him off the campaign trail.
The digs at New
We're going
York.
to retry this thing. We're going to try it right now. Well, that I can't imagine something worse than that. Actually, you don't almost want to take the guilty conviction, then the guilty conviction 7 weeks from now, gobbling up more like Pac-Man, gobbling up more of the precious time that Donald Trump has to actually campaign.
Donald Trump does not need to campaign. Like, that's another thing people don't understand. Like, I don't. He is a. This is his campaign. Him being guilty actually made people want to vote for him more. Everything on the news, like convicted felon, convicted felon, convicted felon. Every day a news story, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. He has not been president these past 4 years, and I've heard he's named more than I've heard Biden's. He does not need a campaign. He doesn't need. He's a walking campaign.
Donald Trump campaign doing a great job and winning right now, but nonetheless, a moment where this could actually backfire.
I think he's gonna win anyway.
So
I think he's gonna win the presidency again anyway, and I don't know that that's good or bad because our only other option is Biden. And contrary to what the stupid celebrities are going to tell you, because we give a shit about their opinion, or what Kamala's going to tell you, they're both equally as bad. One is just as bad as the other. Look at America right now. Look at the homelessness. Look at the state of immigration. Look at the drugs coming in. That's Biden's America. Just like Trump's was his own disaster, Biden has his own disaster. They're equally shitty. Okay? These are not two people that we should have running for president. God. It's so sad. Thank God I left that damn country.
Were this to be something that like actually got Donald Trump out of this conviction and out of this courthouse, I'd be 100% in favor of it. Go, 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 go. Todd Blanche is his lawyer. He's a really smart guy.
I think we know whose side Benny's on.
If this is a trick to steal more of Trump's precious campaigning time and energy to redo this trial,
Benny, I don't know if you'll ever see this.
Obviously, that's
but if you do watch it and you watch it this long, you know, he doesn't need it, buddy.
Have. So we'll see what happens. Wow. Quite a bit of breaking news here on a Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. We'll see. We'll see.
Thank you, Benny.
For more updates. It's your boy Benny. See ya.
Yeah, I don't know that I would align with your ideas, but I do love your energy. So I'm going to subscribe so that I can get some information from you. And it is important, you guys. It is important that you get yourself news sources and information from both sides of the field so that you can develop your own unbiased opinion. Each side's going to be a little biased, but you can weed through the nonsense of both sides and find the truth that's sitting in the middle. I wanted to make this video because it's funny. I think it's so funny. I don't think Trump ever loses, even when he loses, which is crazy. I want him to switch with me for a day. We could switch luck for a day. I'll take a no lose. I'll gamble. Oh my God. Could you imagine having his luck? That would be crazy. I think it's going to be interesting, him versus Biden. I feel, again, and I'll reiterate this, to everyone, people that were yelling at me about being pro-Biden or about being pro-Trump. I'm pro neither of them. I don't hate either of them. I don't know them personally. I don't dislike Trump. I grew up with Trump. I'm a New Yorker. I think Trump's funny. I think he's entertaining, and I love it. I don't think he should be president. But I do live for Trump. I think he's funny. I also don't think Biden should be president. I feel like he's half gone. Maybe someone could take out some of the energy that Benny has and inject it into Biden. Maybe then he'll be a great candidate. Who knows? Although I don't think that his policies are there either. I feel like Bush Jr. really fucked up America. But that's neither here nor there. I don't care either way. I am not on either side, but I do see the biases towards Trump, and I do feel like this was very targeted, and I think it was all orchestrated just because of how it all went down and the whole thing. Even now, this with the jury, it's a disaster. That and the fact that other presidents have done worse and haven't been put on trial, like I don't think it's fair. Do I think that he should be president? No, but Trump and Biden are the options that we have, and I don't think either is good. So I don't really give a crap who wins. The only people that are going to be hurt by it are Republicans if Biden wins, and Trump if or Democrats if Trump wins. But like regular people, especially people in the middle, I'm still gonna have to come up here and make videos. I'm still gonna have to make money. I still have to feed my family, and so will you. So who cares who's running the damn machine that's destroying all of us anyway? More taxes for everyone else's war. Okay, y'all, now I'm getting dark. I hope you enjoyed this. Smash like if you liked it. Smash dislike if you didn't. Remember, I don't give a crap. Subscribe if you haven't already. Unsubscribe if you didn't like this video. Don't sit here and talk shit. Or do. That's what the comments are for. I don't care. I'll see you guys next time.